Hi Earth Signs, it's Faye, and we are going to be looking at the month of September. I'm going to start with Capricorn, then Virgo, and then Taurus, and I'll timestamp where you all are. I don't have time anymore to do individual readings. I just don't have the time for it. So hope this is going to be just a wee quick message that you get something out of. This is not going to be for everybody, so please remember that. Anybody that says, oh, it doesn't resonate, then it doesn't resonate. I mean, there's hundreds of people out there. It's also for the moon and ascendant and your sun sign. So anybody who looks at these, they can look at it for any part of their chart. Okay, right, let's get started, guys. I'm going to start with Capricorn. And for the month of September, Capricorn, I'm looking at September as in you're coming into it with a choice to be made. You're not quite sure what direction to go. Do you go the road less travelled, or do you go the kind of way that you would expect to? And this is what you're pondering in the month of September, because here we have the Two of Wands. And I really do think this is going to be a major decision that you've got to make. Now, this could be in your love life. It could be between partners, making a choice whether to stay in a relationship or to move on. Or it could be just your job. Do you stay where you are, or do you take the plunge and move to a different business? Or go alone, maybe give up your job and go self-employed. It's different for everybody, only you will know what that means. But right beside it, this is a real heartbreak thing for you. You know, it's tugging at your heartstrings, because here we have the Three of Swords. And normally when you see the Three of Swords, it is to do with a relationship, okay? That's a three-party relationship. So this is what this could mean. You're maybe having to decide what way to go. Do you stay where you are? Whatever decision you're going to make, it's going to be really tug at your heartstrings anyway. There's not going to be any doubt about that. It's a hard decision, Capricorn, that you've got to make. And I think in the month of September, you're going to get into a kind of hermit mode, just to try and get a better perspective on what to do. And I think that's a good thing to do. It's not a case of just jumping in there and just doing the first thing that comes to your mind. You know, getting led, you know, down the garden path, if you like. You're really going to take time out to contemplate what it is, what your next move will be. And I think for a while, because we've got the Two of Pentacles here, your life is going to be a bit of a juggling act. You may have to sort a lot of things out, juggle a lot of your time and energy between what it is that you're going to move on to do and where you are at the moment. And you know, I'm almost wondering as well if you're going to relocate, because here's the roads here. It's going to be a lot of toing and froing for you for a while, I think, when I see the Two of Pentacles here. At the end, we do have the Knight of Swords, and I'm wondering if this is a person. Now, Knight of Swords can be an air sign, you know, a Gemini, a Libra, or an Aquarian, who's going to come in and maybe help you to make this relocation or this decision. Because it looks to me possibly, it could even just be someone who's got this in their chart, this kind of air element to their chart. But it could be that this person is maybe what's causing all this decision making for yourself, Capricorn, in the month of September. Either that, or you could be taking on this persona yourself, this kind of fast moving, just making a decision and going for it by the end of the month. Because here we have with the sword in the air, and it's glinting as if, yes, I'm going to go ahead with this. Whatever it is you're going to do, this is what this card could signify also. So I hope you enjoyed that, Capricorn. If you haven't already subscribed, please do give us a thumbs up, and hopefully you can maybe share my videos. That would be great. So speak to everybody later in the month of September. Bye bye. Hi Virgo, it's Faye, and I just can't believe the cards that I have drawn. I've got to go right in with this right away. Out of a 5-card spread, the rainbow spread, you have got 4 major arcana cards. I mean, that's just... I don't shuffle on camera because it takes me that long to do it, because my cards are getting used all the time, so I need to shuffle them to make sure there's a real mix up. And this has not come out today. This is just, there's something huge going to be happening for Virgo in the month of September. Because right off we've got the Magician. And to me the Magician is someone who has all the tools that they need for what it is they want to do moving forward. You've got everything going for you. You've got that magical touch that could be taking place in the month of September. It's like everything you touch is going to turn to gold. A really lucky time for you. If it was in reverse and it never came out in the reverse, I would say be aware of trickery. Someone around you maybe not, you know, being upfront with you, maybe spinning a few tall tales, but it didn't come out that way. So I'm going to read it as being everything that you touch in the month of September is going to become gold. It's going to work out. You have the Empress here, and the Empress is somebody who has you know, this fertile imagination, great ideas coming forward. Also as well, guys, you could just be fertile in the month of September. So if you don't want a child or you don't want to get pregnant, make sure you take precautions, because September could be a time for a lot of fertility going on. But I'm going to read it as being as well that you're just, this whole magical episode for you, where you're feeling really grounded. Things are going, you're going to have a great imagination. Whatever it is that you're going to up and do is going to have a helping hand of this magical time. You could also be feeling very, I know male and female listen to this, but you could also just be feeling very nurturing in the month of September. Maybe there's people around you or someone around you who's going to be looking to you for advice and comfort, and you're just going to be able to do that. You're just feeling in that kind of loving and that kind of mode in the month of September. When I see the Empress as well, it can be a time that you're going to maybe look at going on a diet or changing your appearance in some way, changing your hair colour or how you dress, or a whole new makeover for yourself. I think this is going to be a new time, because then maybe move on to the Wheel of Fortune, and the Wheel of Fortune to me is like that. You've done a whole new change. It's karmic. There's a whole new change coming in for you, Virgo, in the month of September. Now remember, guys, this isn't for everybody, but for a lot of people this will be. You'll just feel the energies of September being really strong, and you just know that something is afoot. Something good is going to be coming in. Now this is for, remember, this is for your moon, your ascendant and your sun sign. So please, if you have Virgo in your chart, you know, this is going to be a great time for you. Here we have the Tower though, because although we went through a karmic phase, you might be unwilling or not quite sure whether to make these changes, to take these ideas forward, to change how your appearance or make a new start. And what's going to happen is, because it is a karmic time, the universe might just come in and do it for you. Okay, so if you've got these great ideas but you're frightened to maybe leave your job and start anew, you might just end up losing your job, and you've just got to, well, take the bull by the horns and go it alone. Because the Tower card here would tell me that something major is going to happen that is going to make you have to move forward, and it's not always a bad thing. It's something that's supposed to happen. I would also be aware of really looking after your property at this time, checking your electrical appliances, or just making sure no fire hazards or anything around about where you live. Okay, that's what I always think when I see this card as well. I feel that with this change coming afoot, and because maybe you're not fully aware that that it has to be done now, a lot of juggling's going to be going on. We have the Two of Pentacles here, and I think with this change happening, you're going to maybe be, for a period of time, juggling the old with the new, and you're going to have to incorporate this new beginning very slowly into your life, juggling with what you've already got going on. It may be just a case that it's going to take a wee bit longer than you expected, whether it be, you know, starting off in a new business. You may have to do something you've done before, just to kind of get the ball rolling. Also, you could be juggling finances at the moment to start this new business, or start this, whatever this is in your life, Virgo. You might have to just be juggling a bit before it can take off at full speed. But it's a karmic time. September's going to be karmic for a lot of, not every Virgo, okay, but a lot of Virgo people is going to have a new start in the middle of September. Right guys, if you've liked this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please do, and I love to read your comments. If anything does come about for you, please let me know, and hopefully you've subscribed and you can share my videos if you have liked it. If you haven't liked it, don't. Please just move on. So again, Virgo, see everybody later in the middle of September. Bye bye. Hi Taurus, it's Faye, and here is your reading for September. This is for your sun, moon and rising, and I hope you get something from this. Now, I've pulled for the rainbow spread 5 cards, and it's very interesting if I say so myself. I feel that in September you really want to be very much, what's the word I'm looking for? Being able to stand on your own 2 feet, really being able to be self-reliant in the month of September, because you've been really working your butt off. You've put your head down, you've been working hard, you've maybe even been studying. This could even be you studying for something, because you really want to be not having to rely on anybody. And it looks to me it's paid off for you, because here we have the 9 of Pentacles, and it's paid off for you. You're in your element, you've got all your luxuries that you need, okay, whatever luxury means to you, okay, and it's going to pay off for you, all this hard work. Now we've got the Lovers here, and when I say that, it can, you know, it can be almost like a kind of twin flame thing going on. Just this to me, when I see this reading, I really do think there's somebody there that you are maybe going to have coming back into your life when I see the Lovers here. And it's been a very passionate relationship, but I think you're going to have to be careful in the month of September, because this person might just be having a fleeting visit to you, okay? It could just be that it's going to start up again the whole, that's what I'm trying to say, this whole relationship that you've had that has always been very physical, maybe a very sexual relationship, but you could still feel let down by this person. And I'm wondering if in the month of September you need to release that. You need to release any kind of animosity or any kind of, you know, harbouring of ill feeling, because it could just drain your energy. I'm just looking at how this spread has been. It's been from 8, 9 and 10, and I really think you're moving out of this feeling with this person. I think they'll always have a huge part in your life. I think you will always feel something for them, but I think you've came to the end of that feeling that you've been completely downtrodden, because you've worked your way out of that. You've completely worked your way out of that. They could be coming in to try all this emotional baggage with you again. I would say with the Empress here, be careful that you don't end up in a situation where you could get pregnant. Now I know men listen to these as well. I would say to you, be careful that you don't get this other person pregnant, or if it's the same relationship, just be careful not to get your feelings into this this kind of animosity again. When you meet up with this person that you've always had feelings for, it could start off feeling fabulous, but this could just go back to the way it was, no matter what gender you are and what your relationship is. If it's possible you could fall pregnant or get somebody pregnant, please be very careful, because we have the Empress here. You could just be feeling very motherly. This person could come back into your life and you just want to kind of care for them. But be careful that they don't go back to old patterns, because you've came to a stage in your life that you really need to move on, because this was what will benefit you, to move on and not get dragged back into this whole bad vibes, if you like. You don't need it any longer. You've moved out of it. You've completely moved out of it, and you could just become the Empress at the end of it. This very emotionally stable person that doesn't need all the hurt. Right, there we go, Taurus. I hope you've enjoyed that. If you haven't already subscribed, please do give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed the reading, and if you haven't already subscribed, please do, and if you could share my videos, that would be great. So thanks again, guys. As I said, this is not going to pertain to everybody. It's only yourself will know if it means anything to you. See you later. Bye bye.